All right, some breaking news literally in the last few minutes with the Ryan Garcia New York State Athletic Commission. They have reached an agreement. Ryan Garcia has reportedly reached a settlement agreement with the New York State Athletic Commission under these terms. Now, these terms are being first reported by Dan Raphael. It says the following: a minimum 1 year suspension. Now, it's not, I'll have to look in a little bit and see if I can get the idea of kind of when the suspension starts to where it ends. One would imagine potentially it's going to be April to April. So April just gone to April next year, but who knows? A 1 year suspension. I'll talk about that now in a sec. 1.1 million official purse forfeited. So $1 million gone. Well, $1.1 million gone. A $10,000 fine. Yeah, that'll really teach him a lesson. $10,000 fine. I'm assuming that goes to the commission. And crucially, now this is the most important one, crucially, well, maybe it's not, but the suspension might be. The Haney fight is now ruled a no contest. Devin Haney now has his O back. The fight ruled a no contest. I'm just going to see if Dan Raphael has any more to add. Breaking news: Ryan Garcia's legal team have made a settlement with the New York State Athletic Commission. He's agreed to follow a suspended sentence of at least 1 year. So could it potentially be more? What's going on there? He says at least 1 year, so I would imagine there's going to probably be drug testing in around that time when he's out of the ring, and if he fails or has any adverse finding, then they can increase it. I don't know. Forfeit of his official purse goes to Golden Boy. Haney may get a percentage, so Golden Boy get some of the purse. That's where it goes to. And 10k fine, that's the state maximum fine. Fair enough, I suppose. And the fight officially ruled a no contest. Now, let's just break this down really quick. I don't have a lot of time because the phone has like 5% battery, but this iPhone is one of the latest ones that has a quite good lifespan. I haven't charged it all day and it's only dying now. So, 1 year suspension. It's not specified the dates. Let's just hypothetically say it's going to be April to April. Tank Davis beat Ryan Garcia April last year. And he didn't fight until, last weekend. It's now June. Was he suspended? No. He just didn't fight for that year. Over the year. A year. Really? Really? You failed. You've been caught with your hand in the cookie jar. Whether you want to say it's contaminated or not, at the end of the day, you failed. It's like someone saying, technically I wasn't drink driving, the alcohol was just in my system and you failed. Simple as, right? It's in your system, you failed, end of, right? Regardless of how it got there, it's there, end of, right? So I've always said for first time offenders, I wouldn't necessarily throw the book at them. I wouldn't turn around and say lifetime ban, no excuses, etc. I would always say, look, a word beginning with S happens. It's not to excuse it, but I'd always say, look, give them a ban that is significant enough, but it's not career altering, and they'll learn a lesson from that. So I always said kind of 18 months is the sweet spot to 2 years. First time offenders. More serious ban if it's a second time offender, repeat offender, right? Now, with regards to ban of a year, for me, it's not really, that's nothing. If you are a top level fighter, which Ryan Garcia is, if you are a cash cow, a big name, which again Ryan Garcia is, what's missing a year of action? And then you got to remember, Ryan Garcia is still in his mid-20s. He's only about, 25, 26? So for him to miss a year of action, that's nothing. Yeah, financially he might take a hit, giving Golden Boy back $1 million, yeah. But, it's like, what is a year? Really? You could be a fighter who fights once a year anyway. If you're a top level fighter and you want to stay active, like a Canelo Alvarez, you might fight twice, maybe 3 times a year, was pushing it. But if you're a top level fighter making top money, you can fight once a year. Like, just like give you an example, right? Alexander Usyk is best heavyweight in the world, undisputed champion. He may fight twice this year, and that's in May. He fought once in 23, he fought once in 22, he fought once in 21, he fought once in 20, he fought once in 19. Was he banned any of those years? No. Why did he fight the once a year? Because that's what he chose to, just once a year. Anthony Joshua, he fought twice in 19, He fought once in 20. He fought once in 21. He fought once in 22 in the space of a calendar year. And he fought in, well, okay, you could say like they weren't a year apart, but you get what I mean. They're fighting once in the calendar year. It's common. That's not really a proper, he needs longer than that. All right, Defiant, yeah, but crucially, the Haney fight being turned to a no contest. I didn't think they'd do that. I didn't think they would do it. I thought they'd leave the decision to stand. I didn't think, see, I could understand them doing it. And don't worry, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, by the way. Don't misconstrue what I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It should have been. But when it's a big fight like that, they don't want, a Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney to have a no contest and stuff like that on the record. Normally they don't. Normally they do it for the smaller fight. If it was an undercard fight between whoever, they probably would do it, yeah. But I didn't think they'd do it for this. I didn't think they would. The thing you need to remember, although Devin Haney now officially is undefeated again, right? It doesn't take away the damage he suffered in the ring that night. And I think that's the thing. People are like, oh, Devin's undefeated now. It's all brilliant. Yeah, it's all brilliant. But, yes, his opponent failed a PED test after. Yes. Devin Haney has to recover from the knockdowns. He has to recover from all the shots he took. And it was a hard fight for Devin Haney. He took a beating in there. Just because it's now been ruled a no contest and Ryan Garcia is suspended, that doesn't take away the damage Ryan Garcia inflicted on him. And we don't know. Could that chin be dented? Could he have no faith in this? Could he be a lot more gun shy now? You have to think of that. So although the fight officially now is ruled a no contest like it never happened, it still happened. He still took a beating in there. I'm not saying, Devin Haney is garbage because, he lost to get overturned. No, I'm just saying he took a beating in there. You're not going to recover from that beating just because, the fight's now overturned. It's like it never happened. Yeah, I'm sure Devin Haney still feels those shots. So how Haney is going to react. Now, I genuinely don't know. Because Devin Haney has been talking about going out of boxing for a little while, waiting around if he's serious. And to be fair, if genuinely, if I was a promoter, I'd be saying maybe don't fight Devin. Wait for Ryan Garcia's suspension to be lifted and then do the rematch. Or officially, because it's the first was no contest. But you know what I get when I'm saying? Do the rematch a year later. Because it probably would sell. You've got the PED cheat against the guy who was clean, who lost, but got it overturned. Let's do it. Let's settle the score. So there could be some actual legs in that, believe it or not. There genuinely could be. But that's the situation. Ryan Garcia, suspended for a year. Not long enough, in my opinion. The US have a tendency, and it's not a knock on them, to give very light. I mean, Jarrell Miller, how many PED tests has he failed? What did he get? 6 months? That's the worst I think he got, or a year? It's nothing. In the UK, although the board UK, there can be a lot of, is it jurisdiction? There can be a lot of, kind of grey areas. If you fail a test, you're looking at 2 years. If you get a year, that's lenient. You're looking at 2 years minimum. And the rest in some cases. So they take that a lot more serious in this part. But a year, that's agreed. So it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, as always, if you haven't already. Peace.